Hey guys, I come to you today with this full glam look. We're going into wedding season and people are getting married. I'm gonna be a guest at so many weddings, so many bridal showers, so many hen-dos, so many wedding related things, and I wanted to come up with a look that was nice and soft and, you know, fitting for if you're going to be a wedding guest, if you're a bridesmaid, and, you know, anything really. So, and even just for like a date night, something that isn't too much, something that isn't too crazy, that's still soft and romantic and sweet and very girl next door. I think this look is exactly that. And I did this all with one palette, the Morphe, my favorite palette, the 35O2 palette by Morphe. If you want to see swatches of this, please let me know and I will swatch this in a separate video. I just didn't want this to drag on and be too long, so that's why I didn't swatch any of these colors in the video. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get into it. To start off, I've already moisturized my skin with this L'Oreal Skin Perfection face cream. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with the primer, which I thought I had here, but I don't. Okay, so I have my primer and it's by The Ordinary. It's the High Adherence Silicone Primer and I really like this. This is probably my favorite affordable primer. I think it's about £4.90 and it is so good for oily skin. It really helps your makeup to stay in place all day, and that's why I really like it. And it has this really smoothing effect, so it just blurs all your pores and makes your skin, the texture of your skin, look really even and nice. So I really like it for that. Okay, next I'm gonna go straight into brows. I am going to speed through this process because I actually have a whole video dedicated to how I do my brows. So I will put the link in the description box so that you can have a look at that if you want to know how I do my brows. Okay, now that my brows are done, I'm gonna do my foundation. I was kind of conflicted on whether I should do my eyeshadow first or should I? I'll do my foundation first. I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless in the number 360. It's a little bit darker than what I normally use because my skin is a little bit tanned because I went on holiday earlier. And I'm still not quite back to my usual shade, so this is what I've been using lately. I'm just blending this in with my beauty blender. Okay, that's where we are now. So for the eyeshadow, I'm gonna start by priming my lids, and the primer that I use, well, it's not really a primer, is it? I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Light Ivory. The reason why I'm using this shade is because I want to really blank out my eye. What the hell? So I'm just going to use the lightest concealer shade that I could find. This is the lightest that I could find in the hair and beauty shop. So putting that on, and then I'm gonna blend it in with my finger. I'm using my Vichy translucent powder to set this in place. This will help to hold that concealer in place, as well as to help the shadows really blend together very well, because this is such a fine powder. The palette that I'll be using for this tutorial is the Morphe 35O2 palette. So this is such a beautiful palette. It's got some of the most gorgeous colors and they're so pigmented. Starting with the transition color, I'm going to be using this nice fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here as my first transition shade. So I'm just using wind wiper motions just to build that color into my crease. So I'm bringing the color all the way to the inside corner of my eye. Okay, moving on, I'm gonna add a little bit of depth to my crease by adding this orange right in the middle. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that orange there. Okay, I want a little bit more depth, so I'm gonna dip into that really dark chocolatey brown right there. Okay, taking an even fluffier brush, I just want to soften up the edges of that of the eyeshadow. So I'm using that first transition shade just to blend out those colors right at the top, and I'm using circular motions this time. Okay, so next, what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to add a little bit of concealer, and what this will do is it's gonna create a really nice base for me to apply the shimmer color. So what you need is a small concealer brush and a little bit of concealer, and I'm gonna apply this from the inner corner. We're not trying to cut the crease. I just want to highlight a little bit so that I can apply my shimmer and it can look really nice and popping. So just applying a little bit. Okay, so my battery died. So what I did is I applied the concealer on this side as well, just to highlight, and then I used the burgundy color just to soften up that where that concealer meets the other matte colors, and that will soften it up a little bit because I'm not trying to create a harsh cut crease. So the next thing is to add my shimmer color, and I'm using this rose gold color right here, and I'm just putting that on the middle of my eyelid. So I'm not bringing it all the way into the inner corner, I'm just using it on the middle section. I'm just using a little bit of setting spray on the brush. This will just help to pack on the color, just to make it look a little bit more intense. On the inner third of my eye, I'm going to use a lighter shade, still a shimmer shade, but just a little bit lighter. So there's a shade that's right next to it, this one right here. I'm gonna pack on the inner third of my eye. I'm just gonna use this little tiny blending brush to do so. I'm also using that same shade to highlight the inner corners of my eye because it really is quite bright. So going back to my foundation, I just want to top up in that area where I had that excessive fallout. Next, for concealer, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm going to layer that with the darker shade as well, just to so that it's not too bright, because I don't want to highlight that's too harsh. Next, I'm just contouring with my BlackUp contouring stick, and this is just what adds that really nice contour. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Sleek Sugar palette. I'm going to mix my contour shade, this contour shade, with this blush right on the end, and to create my blush. This is something new that I've been doing because I just don't like the way the contour shade is so gray, so I feel like I want to drape instead of do like a full blonde contour. So mixing the two shades really helps to create that really nice drape look. Now I'm just gonna set my face with the MAC Fix Plus powder. For my highlight, I'm using this bronzer called Bronzed. I got this from New Look, and it is a really nice dupe of the MAC Gold Deposit. Next, I'm going to apply an eyeliner on my waterline. This is just a black eyeliner. And then going back to that small fluffy brush, I'm just going to apply that brick color to my lower lash line, my lower lid, I guess, just all the way across. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of mascara to the lashes just to blend my natural lashes and the falsies. And then my lips, I'm going to line my lips with the NYX Club Hopper lipstick, lip liner, sorry. This is my favorite lip liner of all time. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Grace Perfecto because it's a nice pinky nude color. I'm gonna set my face. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you like it. I think it's really cute. It's like a sweetheart. It's a very cute sweetheart look. Oh, let me fix this before it falls off. Let me just add some gloss to it and see what it looks like. Ooh. Okay, this gloss just adds a little bit of something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it just adds this golden pop of color and I really like it. If you want to see more looks from the palette, there's so many different looks that I can do from the palette. It's just so many colors. I mean, I only used a few and there's such an array. I will definitely do like a smoky eye, and I'll probably do a little bit with these sort of flame type colors. This kind of red is really interesting. I want to try that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, bye.